Holy cow! What does this phrase and the Holy Lord have in common? Well, nothing. But what, biblically speaking, does holy even mean? People, places, things, and spirits can all be seen as having been called holy somewhere in the Bible. So, what could it possibly mean? Out of everyone and everything called holy, big surprise, God is also holy. In Revelation 4 verse 8, God is even called holy, holy, holy. Who else gets that level of acclaim? There is also a holy place and most holy place in God's tabernacle. Exodus 28 verse 35 and chapter 33 verse 22 show that something that is unholy will die in the presence of holiness. This isn't saying that holiness is some kind of predator trying to kill us, but it is the unholiness, the sin, that is what causes death. It is like how darkness is vanquished in the presence of light. They simply cannot coexist. We can see in Romans 6 verse 23, this is why God had to leave in Genesis 6:3 after Adam and Eve ate the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil because they had sinned. And God could not be in the presence of sin, otherwise, sin, along with the sinner, would perish from their unholiness. So, what is holiness? Simply put, it comes from the Hebrew word kadesh, meaning to be set apart from. So, what exactly are holy things being set apart from? They are set apart from sin. Because these things or beings hold God's word and covenant, or are where God dwells. So, those with sin must also be cleansed or become holy to be that which is holy. God is holy, and He was with Adam and Eve in the beginning. But He only left once sin entered Adam and Eve. God is set apart from sin, because creation that is sin would die if it looked upon God, as we saw in Exodus 33 verse 20. This may sound scary, but actually Jesus called upon people to be holy in 1 Peter 1 verses 15 to 16. We essentially have to be rid of sin to be with God as we were in the beginning, before sin entered the world. So, we should be holy in all we do. That means we should be set apart from sin. But how do we do that? We know that as humans, sin is so intrinsically wired into us that it is almost impossible to imagine how we can remove the nature of sin from ourselves and become holy. But Jesus provided us with an answer. In John 17:17, Jesus prayed to God for us. Sanctify them by the truth. Your word is truth. Jesus' prayer tells us that when we have the truth, we are able to sanctify ourselves. Without it, we will remain in a state of unholiness. So, to be with God, let us learn His words and keep the Bible close to our hearts, so that God may bless us with the understanding of His word, the truth, so that we can be holy as God intended us to be in the first place.